Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Broken and Disturbed Creative Podcast. And tonight, it looks like we got Slim Jim Dolly all by himself. Woo! So I get to be as morbid and as sick and demented as I want. This is great. I truly support this because I have what I would do if I was head of creative, especially with everything that happened tonight. Let's start with Becky Lynch, the shocker. Half of the Money in the Bank match last night was just a Money in the Bank match, but the other half was actually for the Raw Women's Championship. Can you imagine if a SmackDown superstar would have won the Raw Women's Championship? It would kind of be like Charlotte Flair, who is technically a Raw superstar, becoming the NXT champion. But Asuka won. I really wish... I know she feels more comfortable saying whatever she's saying in her language. That's fine. I'm all for it. I kind of just wish there were subtitles. I wanted to feel that excitement too, Asuka. I really did. But now with Becky Lynch, how do we continue going forward here? I have a number of different ways that we could go forward. We could take what Seth Rollins did early on tonight to poor Rey Mysterio and crushed Rey Mysterio's eye. Now, Rey Mysterio wanted to congratulate Seth Rollins earlier in the night on him becoming a dad, and Seth Rollins looked broken and disturbed, which... why would Seth Rollins be broken and disturbed? He's becoming a daddy. It's not like becoming a daddy is the worst decision in the world. Oh, wait. It just is, though. So, how do we continue? How morbid can WWE get without an audience there? And I'll tell you this much. I think what they could do here is a number of different options. First, you could get Seth Rollins in about at Backlash. Let's just call it at Backlash. So call Becky Lynch out to the ring and be like, how could you? How could you do this to us? We were at the pinnacle of our career. I was the number one contender. You were the Raw Women's Champion, and now you're pregnant with that baby? I want you to get rid of it by any means necessary. By Seth Rollins forcing Becky Lynch to get rid of it, that will make him the greatest heel of all time. Yeah, WWE is going to get a lot of heat, and yeah, WWE is getting a lot of backlash, but you could do a whole pro-life, pro-choice debate here and have that going on and off until Becky Lynch reaches the limit of when you're allowed to abort a child. We'll get onto that later. So you could kind of push the envelope a bit, and then if Becky really doesn't want the kid, like in real life, you get rid of it. Right? No harm, no foul. It creates a lot of controversy. It could make for a good storyline. There's that. Now let's say they both, on the down low, really want to keep the kid. You could play the whole storyline that Seth Rollins is not the father, and do the whole Dominic angle, except this time will be Seth Rollins versus Rey Mysterio. Rey wins, he gets to keep the child. Rey loses at WrestleMania. He retires. That could also make for another great storyline, because nothing else would explain why Seth Rollins fucked up Rey Mysterio. They weren't really feuding. So, you make Rey Mysterio a bloody mess for him saying congratulations on being a dad. I mean, that is the most ugly statement I've ever heard in my life. I hope I never hear that sentence. But those people in the world that actually like becoming fathers and think it's a good idea. It was a little far for Seth Rollins to do that to Rey Mysterio unless they got a bigger angle going here. And then Seth Rollins pretending or faking or being like, I don't know what happened out there. It's not like me, man. What the fuck? I don't know. I don't know where they're going with this. I'm intrigued. I'm curious. I offered a few broken and disturbed suggestions. We could carry on to the next storyline. Are we going to have a WWE version of the Beatdown Clan? I'm not against it. Bobby Lashley and MVP could work phenomenal together. It could be a great step in the right direction for Bobby Lashley to become champion, and we could finally have a Bobby Lashley-Brock Lesnar match, which hopefully Bobby wins because he's a full-time wrestler, and Bobby Lashley was great in TNA, and Bobby Lashley needs to go back to being great. I don't have much more to go on that right now. I don't know why they're beating up R-Truth. R-Truth just wants to get his 24/7 title back. I am looking forward to seeing R-Truth go to Tom Brady's house and kicking Tom Brady's ass for no reason at all. And then Gronk football tackling R-Truth through like Tom Brady's TV. But I don't understand how the R-Truth, Bobby Lashley, MVP thing started. Maybe I missed something. Hopefully someone could fill me in the comment section below when this gets uploaded to YouTube. Yeah, just please let me know. Where does Asuka go from here? Who is the next number one contender for Asuka's title? I don't know. I don't know. Kairi Sane could turn heel. That's always an easy way to go when you're a jealous friend storyline. I really wanted Kairi Sane last night to come on a flying pirate ship and shoot a cannon to the top of the WWE building. I know I was asking for a lot, but since they were using special effects and making sure that Rey Mysterio and Aleister Black don't die, I guess it's okay that if they had a flying pirate ship, like at that point, who would have cared? Baron Corbin showing up on Raw, I don't feel that's a safe option for him because I could see Drew McIntyre not even being able to have the match with Baron Corbin next week because Aleister Black and Rey Mysterio should indeed fuck up Baron Corbin. I mean, if you got thrown off a roof and you lived, I think your next plan is to fuck up the person that threw you off the roof. So, hopefully Baron Corbin gets his ass kicked. There is... I'm excited that the Iconics came back. I enjoyed how they got buried by Becky's baby, because we definitely know it's Becky's. It might not be Seth's, but we know it's Becky's baby. Every time Natalya does the right thing, she loses. I don't understand why the Harts are still at WWE. After Bret Hart got screwed all those years ago, they never really treated the Hart family the same after that, and Natalya lost a match that didn't fucking matter one year on her birthday. Like, I think it was Alicia Fox, and it just doesn't make sense. If I was Natalya, I would see if I have friends in the wrestling industry, which I'm sure she does, and just pick another company. I'm not saying AEW. I'm saying any other company. I know that there's really only like 2, maybe 3 active companies right now, but pick another one. The Hart family deserves so much better than how they've been treated over the years. And as a diehard HBK fan, as a child, I thought the whole thing was funny. But Natalya, who I've met in person, is a really good person. Sweetest, one of the sweetest wrestlers I've ever met. So I thought I'd just pick up the phone, call a few wrestling buddies, and see if you could have a career somewhere else. Because you're going to keep getting buried, and you're a seasoned veteran who never really had an opportunity, except for that one time when you teamed up with Beth Phoenix. It's a little weird, not bouncing off of anyone. Giving it my best shot. I thought about those morbid Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins, Rey Mysterio angles pretty much throughout the entire duration of Raw. I don't understand why those jobbers that MVP teamed with tonight are still on the show. I don't know who they are. I would really like to know why they couldn't just bury Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins instead of hiring 2 new jobbers. Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins would have at least been happy to be on TV. And we would know who they are. I know you're trying to give Cedric and Ricochet opponents to make them stronger, make them better, but I'm not caring about them. If you didn't put R-Truth and MVP in the match, I would not have cared about that match. I don't even think I reported it on the Instagram. You guys are athletic, amazing talent, but you got to start facing tag teams, and I know that's hard to say because there's not really any tag teams on the show. But face somebody. I don't care if you gotta dig up the trash that is known as the Revival and beat up them. But, speaking of which, anyone else realize that Matt Jackson's toast? Nah, never mind. There's no way that Fuck the Revival is coming to fucking AEW, but Fuck the Revival, and hopefully this means Cody gets his catchphrase back, if they show up on AEW television. Edge and Orton. I thought that we were going to get Team Rated RKO back. I think we will if Edge beats Orton at Backlash. But do you keep the storyline going until SummerSlam? Or does Edge beat Orton at Backlash? I don't know. I think Edge should be on a mini hot streak for now. Let him find his groove. Let him find his placement. Let's find out if he could wrestle full time. I know he's doing this thing part time right now, but let's see if he could get his groove back. I like that they have him with Randy Orton. Randy Orton is still an active star, and you didn't have to bring Christian back, which is good. Even though Christian deserves one more match, one more shot at the belt. So keep up the good work. I enjoyed Raw tonight. I really did. I didn't know Becky was pregnant. I'm happy for Asuka. And you will see more broken and disturbed stuff on the interwebs this week. We are going to try to watch some independent wrestling. We would like to talk to you, the independent wrestlers, about your best matches. And even though we are broken and disturbed, I had the privilege for 2 years to be ring crew for Ring of Honor. And that is a moment that I enjoyed. Thank you, Cheeseburger. Thank you, Larry Legend, for the opportunities that you presented with me. And I know that a lot of you wrestlers are struggling right now. And anything that we could do to help, help you guys make a buck, or even just help you stay relevant, because I know in this business it's all about staying relevant. Give us a ring. My phone number is 914-364-2633. I have a job where I'm very fortunate that I'm available to answer my phone if I need to. So just call. And we will be live Wednesday with the AEW recap show, definitely. But I want to talk my posse into watching Impact Wrestling tomorrow. So stay tuned. And we'll get back to you guys shortly. Thank you guys for listening. We talked for 15 minutes. And, oh, wait, I almost forgot something. How the fuck You know what? You know what? I'm going to save that for when I have other people to bounce off of. Thank you guys for your time. Have a great night.